Oh, ladies and gentlemen, this is not a drill. Go ahead and sit down, take a second, get prepared. Are you ready? Are you ready? Zoom in on me, Ray. Ice Age 6 is officially in production. Welcome back to Saturday Morning Cartoons. Welcome back. I'm Dougie McDoubles, and next to me is the greatest co-host of all time, Dougie McDoubles and Ray McFlurry, back together once again. How you doing, my friend?
They messed up, bro. They let us on set again.
Dude, they let
us on set.
Hey, microphones hate to see us coming, like a CC's Pizza hates to see you coming. You know what I mean? It's that simple, dude.
Starts crying, bro.
It's that simple. I come in, I see a dog, I pat it on the head, say good boy or good girl, and then go about my day. I'm a simple man.
Yep.
It's that simple.
It's that simple.
Speaking of simple things, how you been, man? It's been a minute.
I've been good.
Yeah?
I've been good. It's good to be back.
Yeah.
It's good to be back on the pod.
We've been doing reactions. We've been doing recaps. We've been doing gaming episodes. It's good to just kick back, relax, and hang out with the boys.
This is my favorite part. Yeah, I love all the cartoon reactions and stuff, but chomping it up on the podcast, getting those comments, first time watch, tough listen, I live for those. You know, that really makes this all worth it. You know?
Damn right,
it really
man.
makes it all worth it. But no, it's been good, man. It's been good.
It's good to see you, buddy. We have a lot to talk about today, and first and foremost, it is a sad bit of news to drop on the podcast.
There is, yeah.
A horror movie icon.
Yeah.
The horror icon.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen.
The
Candyman. Tony Todd has passed away, unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen. Our hearts go out to his family. You have carried generations forward forever, my friend, with your appraisal of the Candyman.
Yeah.
And we cannot wait. We cannot wait to see whatever documentary they make about you in the horror genre, because I'm going to watch it. I'm telling you right now, you deserve it, buddy.
Yeah. Yeah, he had a long and iconic career, long before he ever started doing voice work for cartoon or nerdy shit.
Yeah.
Sorry. Like the horror stuff he did was iconic. Like he was the Candyman in that 1992 movie.
Yep.
But his more recent stuff, and I don't know the details of his passing exactly, but I don't think it was like an illness or something.
It was old age.
Yeah, something like that. I think it was like natural causes, because he was Venom in the most recent Spider-Man 2 game. And there is, I believe, a Venom game being worked on now by Insomniac. So I would assume he was working on that game also when he passed. So I think it might have been, kind of a sudden kind of thing.
Oh, that hurts my soul a little bit, man.
Yeah, he's iconic though. He's had a couple of roles in a lot of shit our listeners might have watched. Like I said, Venom and Spider-Man 2.
In the Insomniac universe, absolutely.
Yeah. CW's Flash, he was the voice of Zoom.
Yeah, he was.
He was Darkseid in all of the DC AMU movies, like the Apocalypse War.
Oh,
all of that stuff.
My lord.
That was him. He was Darkseid there, and the Lego DC Superheroes movie franchise. He was Darkseid in that as well.
Let's go.
He played Icon in Young Justice. He played Dreadwing in Transformers Prime TV series. Like, he had hit a lot of the nerdy franchises throughout the years, way after like his horror movie career or whatever.
Good. Dude, that's so awesome.
Yeah, it's tragic, of course.
Yeah.
Hate to hear it, but he had a lot of iconic roles that we've loved through the years. Just wanted to...
Yeah.
There's also one other passing.
Yes.
Elwood Edwards. Do you know this man?
I saw it on Twitter, and then you sent it to the chat, and I was equally just as sad.
It's just devastating. Yeah, he was the voice. He was the You Got Mail guy, right?
AOL.
The voice of AOL.
Yeah, the You Got Mail. That is absolutely saddening.
Like, the kids listening, watching, and I'm 30, so I get to sit on my pedestal for a minute. Y'all don't understand.
Y'all don't get it.
What that man did. Like, you think about TikTok sounds and sound bites and like how that trends on the internet. Like, You Got Mail went triple platinum in the grocery store, on the playground, in the office.
Oh my!
Like,
goodness.
it was for everyone, bro. You Got Mail was for everyone, dude.
It was like trying to do the Scooby-Doo voice, or trying to do Peter Griffin, or, you know what I mean? It was one of those, like, out of nowhere voices that just stayed forever.
Yeah,
like, everyone tried to do Mario. Everyone tried to be Peter Griffin. You know what everyone could and did? You Got Mail.
Exactly, yes.
It was amazing.
Yes.
Icon.
Yeah. An absolute fucking icon, man.
That hurts my my soul a little bit, man. Damn.
Yeah.
We're getting old, buddy. The other night, Ray and I were we were counting down our subscriber count because you know, we are waiting to hit 1 million. But we were at 10,392, and then like I think like an hour and a half later we hit 10,400, and I was like, oh dude, we're about to hit 1,400, or about to hit 10, whatever the fuck I said, and it was just completely off. We all stood for a second and we just giggled at it. And
so off, dude.
Shout out to all of our subscribers. We really appreciate you guys. Truly, continue to stay tuned. We have incredible things coming. And December, we are going to slow it down a little bit. We'll take a little fourth wall break. We're going to slow down a little bit on the reactions. We'll probably drop one a week. We're going to get back to the podcast. We're going to get back to the boys. We're going to get back to the gaming episodes. We're going to get back to Saturday morning cartoons. Not just a Thanksgiving episode every other day. We're going to get back to what the fans want.
We're getting back to it. We're still currently doing all of those things.
Yeah, I know. Right,
the only thing we're doing is not theming so heavily toward Christmas next month. I think was really the only change. We're not slowing anything down.
No. I'm getting another podcast out of you, damn it. I'm getting a second episode of podcast out of you. If we're not doing that many reactions, we're doing rants. We're gonna start saying crazy things about white people or something. I don't know, dude. We're gonna start a commune or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out, man. Now. Let's get into some DC and superhero stuff because you and I have a lot to talk about because in the upcoming episode, or did it just drop? No, it drops tomorrow.
I don't know even what you're talking about.
Topics episode. When does our next topics episode drop?
I think it already went out.
Oh, that's right. Where we talked about
John Bernthal was their last topics
You're
episode.
Absolutely correct. We talked about it off camera last week. And we talked about Barry Keoghan possibly getting his own Joker series for HBO, and Ray and I were just titillated. We were excited.
Yeah.
We bit it. We bit into it. Shame on us because we were like, well, they're doing a Sopranos Penguin. What are they going to do for Barry Keoghan? It's it's going to be Saw or it's going to be Hellraiser or something. And Ray made the beautiful idea of this because you brought this to my attention where it was I know it's. First of all, ladies and gentlemen, it is debunked. It is not getting a series. But Ray had he brought the realization to me that in already Batman, year one, he already arrested the Joker and is coming to him for advice.
Yeah.
So what in the world could come next from that if they got a series or whatever the series may be, or Barry Keoghan appearing in the second film? They're already ahead of the game. But it has been debunked by James Gunn. We're not getting a Barry Keoghan Joker series. That's fine.
Yeah, at least right now. Yeah, there was, I guess somebody, with the Batman 2 coming up and the Penguin finale, aired last night or whatever. Like, there's just been so much news and talk and hype around the Reeves universe. And I don't even know where the rumor originated. Yeah, we ate the apple or whatever, but I don't know where it came from, but everybody latched onto it, and they were just like, there was news, untitled series Matt Reeves is working on in the universe.
Right.
And so they were just like, oh, it's Joker. Yeah. And then everybody was like, Joker series in the works, so much so, that James Gunn came out on Threads. Now that shit's not happening. Where'd y'all get that from?
I'm so sorry, guys. Yeah, here's the thing. I'll follow, if you guys don't know who to follow for leaks and superhero announcements ahead of time, go follow Daniel RPK on Twitter. He is about 85 to 90% right about most of the leaks and rumors. Now, he is easily the one I usually go to, and the fact that I didn't even think about fact-checking it, I just went blindly with it. I was so excited. Shame on me, shame on us. It is what it is. However,
well, I don't feel that shamed.
No,
we talked about a bit of news.
No, dude, I had a whole season in my head. I was already so excited, dude. I felt you. The wheels ran, dude. I was burning rubber with that shit.
Man, it would have been exciting. No, James, it could happen. I mean, it's not to say that it's not going to happen 5 years down the road. It just means it's not being made right now. Like James said, no, there's absolutely no truth to this. A Joker series is not being discussed, nor is even coming up at this time. Sorry.
Yeah.
So
it's okay.
That's not saying he didn't say we'll never make it. He's just saying
that's not it right now.
Who the hell came up with this? Because it wasn't us.
Yeah. Speaking of James Gunn, Tom Wellington went to Twitter to kind of just do what needed to be done. Because if it's one thing social media can do is get shit greenlit. All right? Very, very clear. And Tom Wellington went to Twitter and essentially was like, yeah, we've been trying to pitch a Smallville animated series. And Warner Brothers just isn't calling us back.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. So they said no or anything of that nature. They just haven't returned
They've
the phone
ignored
calls.
them. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. It's in this day and age, sometimes you need to go on a talk show or do an interview on a podcast.
Yep.
And say some of this shit that you've been trying to get made.
Yep.
And, you know, sometimes it works. So
like, it is on the... I think this is going to be borderline Keanu Reeves and Colbert being like, oh, man, you should do Constantine too. And he was like, you got a script? I'll do it.
Yeah.
And then it's just like, oh, yeah, well,
I feel that.
No, we've been working on scripts. You know, what do you mean? What do you mean? What?
The fact that he comes out and says this in an interview, or whatever this situation was, I don't know if it was a podcast or interview or convention appearance, whatever. It makes me hopeful because James Gunn, like the only podcast he's done since he took over DC Studios was Michael Rosenbaum.
Damn right, a.k.a. Lex Luthor.
Yeah, who is Lex, who does a podcast, Talkville, with Tom Welling.
Yep.
So
literally Superman.
Literally Superman. So the fact that James is now the head of DC Studios, they've greenlit other non-canon
animated projects.
Yeah, Elseworlds, I think is how they call it.
Yes, exactly, Elseworlds.
Like the fact that Tom has had this idea, Rosenbaum's got to be on board.
Oh no,
right?
Easily.
So yeah, the fact that he comes out and says this is on my slate. Not that it's in production now, but it's got to be on James's radar in the next couple years now.
And here's the thing, and I want this to be very clear because I watched the first episode, or I don't know if the first episode dropped yet, but I watched the clips on TikTok. If they can make an animated version of Everybody Hates Chris, and we're not getting an animated Smallville series,
I feel what you're saying.
Shame. Because here's the thing, that those scenes I watched of Everybody Hates Chris animated, fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Genuinely, I was like, have I seen this show before? I have. Every episode, late night, like Bernie Mac, How I Met Your Mother, the whole night. 12 p.m. after the news, after the nonsense, they'll play one episode at 12:30 before they play the random 2 a.m. ABC News. I know what that is, and it was Everybody Hates Chris, baby, and it was so damn good.
So good, bro.
I watched every episode of Everybody Hates Chris like you, and I watched every episode of Dead Like Me.
Yeah, I watched a lot of Everybody Hates Chris. That one was just always on TV.
Damn
3
right,
or 4 o'clock.
Yep. Oh, dude, right before dinner. Yeah. I remember vividly before the house burned down, playing Digimon 2 Royal Rumble, and then changing it to 6:30 so me, Dad, and Sierra could watch The Simpsons in Mom's room.
Hell yeah.
While Mom is baking chicken. Like, I have that memory, like, engraved in my brain. So when I think of Sundays, I'm like, damn, dude, probably watch The Simpsons. But also, like, I didn't like The Simpsons. It made me uncomfortable.
A little bit. I can see why. It's one of my comfort shows. I loved it. But
certain one. I'll always catch a random one. It's always just fucking, like, the dolphins are taking over, like, the Treehouse of Horror.
Yeah. The Treehouse of Horror scared the fuck out of me as a kid. Yeah, dude,
like, the dolphin episode genuinely made me, like, uncomfortable. There's an episode where they go to the Congo, and I can never think of his name, but the black doctor that's in the entire franchise.
Yeah.
It's a Treehouse of Horror episode, and he turns them all into animals.
Yeah.
And Homer's like a walrus, and Bart's like a fox that's like wrapped around the doctor's neck.
Right, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, dude, it's just crazy stuff like that.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. So animated Smallville, it could work. It would work 100% because, like, what did Smallville do best to me? The Clark's life, the slice of life, Clark existing. Yeah. And like a Superman cartoon coming out right now, My Adventures with Superman. The best part of it is the slice of life.
Him and
Jimmy and
Lois,
and then there's Ma Kent, and then just all of the world around him. There's like the News Kids Legion, and it's like the world around him is like the best part of My Adventures with Superman. And like, I mean, you're telling the story of Superman. It's gonna be easier to tell the story in animation anyway. Another story, like you think back to rewatch like the episodes with Kid Flash, or I think it was Kid Flash.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's like it looks about like you would expect for a 2001 CW show's super speed scenes, right?
Yep.
However, all of that stuff in animation would look,
amazing.
Great in 2024. It would look great in 2024. Like, it's an easier medium to do it in, and there's already a Superman cartoon, Elseworld Superman cartoon going now.
Yep.
That's doing something similar enough that this wouldn't be insane. This wouldn't be insane to get made.
That they're already greenlighting a season 3. You know what I mean? Like, they greenlit a season 3, and we're already going to get it right after Invincible season 2 or Invincible season 3. You know what I mean? Like, think about that time. You know what I mean? Like, if we're getting it that quick and it's that popular, who knows what James Gunn can just...
Yeah, this is on my radar now. I really think this could happen.
Yeah, without a doubt. And we're saying it here in November 2024 before it happens. Just so we're clear, ladies and gentlemen. Now, something you and I've talked about since day one, since they greenlit it. It is one of my favorite comic runs of Marvel. It is a rare bunch that I have because I don't really fuck with Marvel comics as much as I'm more of a DC fan when it comes to comics. However, Marvel Zombies is so damn good for what they have done throughout everything. It wasn't a deceased run where they hop timelines back and forth. Eventually they do because they attack Galactus, this, that, and the other. However, they've done incredible things with just their one episode of What If, that it was so highly regarded that they were like, no, give us a show. And then they were like, oh no, they want a real Marvel zombie show. So they're like, it's going to be rated TV MA. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be a one-off. It's going to be 6 episodes. It's going to be messed up. Characters are going to die.
That's awesome.
There's going to be blood. It's a problem. And so they showed a glimpse of Blade as Moon Knight. And they showed that maybe a week after they delayed it indefinitely, the live action Blade movie. And you and I were like, man,
that's right. Yeah,
they better have Mahershala Ali come in and voice Blade, Moon Knight.
You did say that.
Moonblade Knight.
Moonblade Knight.
Moonblade. And damn right, if they did not announce the other day, Mahershala Ali will officially voice Moonblade Knight in Marvel Zombies.
Do you think that satisfies his contract and then he's like, I'm fucking out of here?
I hope he's just like, I'm done. Fuck y'all.
I got Blade. Fuck y'all.
I'm now John Jones. James Gunn called me. He said, hey guys, we can greenlit this, have it started within a year and a half, realistically. I currently have I don't know, like a 45-page script or something. I see James Gunn's like, yeah, I wrote a 45-page script just in case you wanted to come do that. He's like, already 45? I'm on my way. I could easily see that being done.
Dude, speaking of John Jones, I saw this on Twitter.
Ooh.
This idea for how to do John Jones in the DC universe in live action. And they said,
make him a woman.
Make it... Well, yeah, kind of. Make it an ensemble cast. Because his whole thing, he's got all of these different people that he shifts into. Like, he's got John Jones or whatever. And then he's like a black man in one universe. And then I think in the Snyderverse, it's rumored that he's the black general that doesn't back up from the window. Yeah. So, has And
then in the Snyder Cut, he also turns into Ma Kent as well.
Oh, okay, yeah. So he's got a bunch of different, in the DCAU, Justice League Unlimited, I think he has a couple different people he turns into and stuff. And so they were saying the best way to do it is John Jones has this identity issue because he's the last Martian. There's no other Martians but him, so he feels alone at all times because no one can understand him. Clark kind of can because he's an alien alone, but he doesn't truly get it because he didn't see his people decimated like John did.
Yeah.
So he has this personality issue where he
will swap.
Yeah, he doesn't have one human persona or whatever that he tries to be whenever he tries to go civilian mode or whatever. So they were saying ensemble cast. Imagine the stars you could get come through for a couple of Martian Manhunter scenes throughout a DC movie.
And for James Gunn,
dude,
there's your Batista bit. Also, here's the thing.
It would be crazy,
dude.
I'd never thought about that, but an ensemble cast for John Jones would be crazy.
That would be awesome. James Gunn could do that without a doubt.
Especially if you fuck it, cast Mahershala Ali, but still do an ensemble cast. He can be John. Martian Manhunter can be. He can be anybody. He's Mahershala Ali, but he can shift into George Clooney. And then into Martian Manhunter, then back to Mahershala Ali.
He could be Megan Fox for all.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? For a cameo. You know what I mean?
I would love them. I never thought about it before. They need to take advantage of that, dude.
It
would be
genuinely
so good.
Right? Genius. I love that so much.
One more bit of DC news that got added to the board late. I know you guys are itching to hear the update on LeBron and James Gunn. Because if you remember, LeBron said, used to love Batman, where do I read comics now? And James Gunn said hit me up. I got you.
Which one did he give him?
LeBron posted on his Instagram story that he is currently reading Batman by Grant Morrison, Andy Kubert, Tony Daniel, and J.H. Williams. So it's
what issue?
It's the Batman omnibus, like the book one.
Oh,
it's like one of the more well-regarded runs.
I
like
can
one
respect
of,
that.
if I remember right, it's one of the ones that James Gunn has put out. Like when he was writing Superman, he said he posted like photos of All-Star Superman and shit, like stuff he was reading to take inspiration from. If I remember right, this Batman was on like the list of inspirations for the DC universe, or like stories they're going to take
from the New 52, or is this previous to the New 52?
I can't remember which it's from exactly.
I
don't know exactly,
but I know that I think he's been taking a lot of stuff from all of it, but also James Gunn's the type of person to make everything connect fully and make you understand and be like, damn, that he made it work. Touche.
I think that's awesome. I don't know, LeBron
James is a cyborg, ladies and gentlemen. Black Lightning, you know what I mean?
I'm telling you, bro, Bronny, that is the Signal in live action.
Dude, LeBron James needs to play John Jones.
You could do it, dude. Imagine you get Denzel, you get LeBron, you get fucking Leo DiCaprio. You just get them all in these one-off scenes. Like, it would be so funny.
And you can do that forever.
Forever. Because even if you did cast Leo or whoever, just whatever random actor that may have done a scene as John Jones.
Yeah.
Who cares? Because he can just turn into anybody. That doesn't make him not be able to play another character.
Exactly. So that
because if anything, John was just busting at balls and like had what's turned into his character, like as a joke or something.
Or he watched something on TV.
Yeah, or saw him somewhere, or so. Yeah, like it's
even better. He could turn into someone and it'd be foreshadowing that that's who he saw, and it was it was like a Green Arrow or something. You know what I mean? He could be Charlie Hunnam or Garrett Coyle or something like that. It could be fucking crazy.
Oh, dude, it would be such a good fucking joke.
I love that.
It'd be such a good joke, and it would have no impact on the DC.
No, not the slightest, and it would work perfectly.
It would.
You and I have been gearing up. We've been ready since season 1 ended. We've been ready for anything to do with Peacemaker. And we got our first look the other day.
We did. Yeah, it was a weird little, like, Max upcoming reel or something. It had, like, Dune Prophecy on it. It had...
Oh, dude. Yeah.
It had Peacemaker in it.
It had Frank Castle. No, I'm just kidding. It had Frank Grillo, a.k.a. Rick Flag Sr. It had Vigilante.
Yeah, I saw Vigilante.
It had Everyone Cheers. It had Harcourt beating the shit out of someone.
I'm down for that.
I'm pumped.
It's going to be... I didn't realize it was coming out after Superman. I thought it dropped before for some reason. But it definitely comes out after. But I'm pumped for it, even though it's so fucking far away.
Who cares, dude? At this point,
I'm sad, bro.
Yeah, I understand. Who knows? They might drop like a Valentine's Day special or something, dude. Christmas special.
No, they could.
They could drop a Christmas special of Peacemaker, and no one will bat an eye. You know what I mean? And just be like, "Hey guys, just so you know, Merry Christmas, motherfuckers!" And you're like, "Oh,
you're absolutely right."
Thank you, Papa James.
It's crazy to think how close we are to a Superman trailer.
Oh, dude.
You know? Like, that's just going to blow my socks off the first time we see a Superman trailer.
We have to do a reaction together of it. Like, it won't be like a solo Doug reaction. It'll be a, like, what?
Yeah, for sure. We'll have to.
Because there's the thing. Throughout the leaks and things of that nature that we've seen, or the photos that they have dropped, what are they going to put in the trailer? You know what I mean? We've already seen the terrific... Who knows, dude?
I don't know what the trailer can be. I'm so excited to see it, dude.
We already got Ultraman. We already have Frank Castle Sr. We already have Guy Gardner. We have Mr. Terrific. We have Hawk Girl. Already set photos.
Mr. Terrific. There was...
Crypto.
Lex Luthor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was announced that a Bane and Deathstroke movie was... who knows what happens, dude?
Who fucking knows?
Who knows? Now... Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to switch over into Marvel because a couple of cool things have happened, to be honest with you. All right, number 1, Captain America 4. The trailer is dropped, and I am excited. Now, are they going to compete with Superman? Nah.
Not even close.
Not even close. But is this going to be a great movie with Anthony Mackie? You bet your sweet ass, dude. It's going to be amazing.
I'm still hopeful despite all the reshoots and bullshit they've gone through.
Yeah, especially since they dropped the trailer and they were in the reshoots, so I'm just like, how about that?
Yeah. Giancarlo Esposito was like a late addition to the cast anyway, and then filmed his parts. Then they dropped the trailer, and then he did a bunch of reshoots already.
He dropped another trailer, so it's just like, what? Who knows? But I like, from the trailer that I've seen that they just released, I am very, very hopeful for what they're doing.
Yeah, I liked the landing scene. I think that's the only one I can really remember off the top of my head.
He cut a car with his wings.
That's right. I remember that too.
That was insane.
That was sick.
Very excited. They were fighting in the sea. He was flying around the Atlantic because you see Tiamat's hand from Eternals out of the sea.
Oh, right.
So I'm glad they're tying everything in and they're addressing this gigantic fucking...
Yeah. Is this the first project to address that?
No, there was like a She-Hulk, like they were going through the internet, like a website on the side. It had man with claws or destroys bar. It's like a nod to Wolverine, and then it was another one of like why is there a giant statue in the middle of the Atlantic?
Okay.
So it's just
how
like, I'm pumped. Captain America 4 is gonna be great, dude.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it.
Yep, without a doubt. You know what's gonna be even better? The Thunderbolts, because they dropped the trailer as well, and it looked 10 times better than Captain America 4.
Yeah, I really like the trailer.
Yeah,
I was kind of
pumped.
Not on my radar before, but I'm kind of in it now.
And now we found out who bought Stark Tower or Avengers Tower. It was announced that Valentina bought it, which is crazy. You find out in the trailer, and she's like, think about how many fights and conversations and battle strategies have been wherever y'all were standing. And Yelena Belova looked at her and he's like, eat shit, Valentina. So such a good episode, or such a good trailer. I was thoroughly impressed. Can't wait for what they're doing. Marvel, please continue to do great things like Agatha all along.
You think that's getting a season 2?
It's been rumored heavily, but there's also rumors of getting a Wiccan show instead. That will go into that after Vision Quest, because it's going to be about him finding Tommy, essentially. So, who knows at this point? Marvel can do whatever if they're going to do it correctly, like Agatha, and I'm fine with it. Because in the comics, she does become a ghost. So I'm down with it. I'm down. Kevin Feige officially announced that they are trying to work in Miles Morales into the MCU.
I did see that.
I'm pumped.
Yeah, he said it will definitely be after the Spider-Verse 3 movie drops.
Yes.
Which still has no release date. Yeah. Remember when that was supposed to come out like a year after the first one?
Remember it was supposed to come out in March this year?
Yeah.
We're in November.
Yeah, and it just has a, like, where a release date should be, it just has a dash, dude. The fuck do they didn't finish the movie.
They didn't finish
the movie, and they didn't have the other part ready to go. That's crazy.
That's Invincible level
That's
horseshit.
Crazy.
Now, you know what's really damn cool? Ask him in the middle of a drink.
Almost missed my mouth somehow. I have the worst cotton mouth. I've drank 2 bottles of water on camera. It won't go away, dude.
Oh, I hate that.
Oh.
You know what is one of the coolest things that we have been getting? Live action Disney movies, right?
You son of a bitch.
However.
Oh, man, I even wrote it that way. I played myself.
Yeah, you did. But you know what's going to be great? The live action Lilo and Stitch with the CGI version of Stitch. Because they have just showed the first photos. However, they have also made a real doll for practical effect.
Okay.
To an extent. So I'm jockeying up the CGI because they didn't do that with Lion King. They didn't do that with Jungle Book. You know what I mean? You know, like, I'll give you in a live action Aladdin. I'll give it to you. All right? Because you had Will Smith dressed fully blue at some times, but you also had the CGI into Making Giants. So I can understand.
Yeah.
I'll count that one. All right?
Sure. But at the end of the day, let's not forget, they did not train lions to speak.
Nope. You know who could? James Cameron.
James Cameron. Yes.
Also, check out The Last Ronin by James Cameron.
Let me be a hater about this Stitch thing for a minute.
Go ahead.
The live action shit in general I don't like. This one, it looks pretty good. He looks almost Sonic level good. Okay? Yes. It doesn't always work. Sonic worked really well. Sometimes I don't really like the live action hybrid bullshit. He's not nearly blue enough. He is so dull. I think like these live action movies, like the lighting and the color grading in movies these days is so drab. Like the Wicked movie, it looks so horrible. Like the color grade they put over the top is terrible.
Yeah.
And this movie, the still I saw of Stitch, he was so dull. Like he needs to be way brighter blue.
Same, that's how I felt about the Snow White trailer. Where it just had a sunset effect on it. You're just like, why are you adding Snapchat filters to a trailer right now, you bastards? So let's hope that they fix the color. Like, make him blue. Make him Sonic level blue.
Yep.
I'm fine with it.
Exactly. I think he looks pretty good.
He looks great.
Like, I was kind of surprised. I was expecting a lot worse, but I'm impressed a little bit. But he needs to be way fucking bluer.
That's simple.
I mean, the internet can't bully Disney, but I wish the internet could bully them like Sonic and make it bluer, but whatever.
Who knows, man? I have faith in the movie too. I have faith in this movie way more than I have faith in the live action Moana movie.
Yeah. See, I'm still interested on that one.
It's like it's gonna have The Rock. It's just like Maui.
Like he's actually back as Maui in that, isn't he?
Yeah, and in the sequel. So it's just like, damn, he needs a quick
I don't
buck.
know, dude.
I guess.
I don't
He
know,
said,
dude.
look, Black Adam didn't let me carry, DC didn't let me carry their franchise. Let me carry Disney. And here's the thing, Maui can travel to universes now. The hierarchy
I want to fight Superman.
The hierarchy of Disney Pixar is about to change forever.
Jesus.
And I want this to be very clear. Robin Williams' Genie can out-rap Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's Maui any day of the fucking week. How dare you guys?
Yeah, oh my God.
Saw someone on Twitter the other day.
Insane.
And said no one can hold a candle to Maui's rap. And then someone said, I'm sorry, did you not see Aladdin, you motherfuckers?
What the hell?
First of all, you couldn't even beat Phil Collins in Tarzan. Boom, roasted. Shoo-wop-be-doo.
What is the best, what is the best music in a Pixar movie? Is there anything that beats Coco? Like, is there any more, like, music-focused Pixar movie like that?
Oh, that's a very good question. Let me think. Brother Bear. Oh, Pixar.
Coco was Pixar, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, it was Disney Pixar,
Disney,
but yes.
Pixar, whatever.
Let me think. That's a really good question, man.
I feel like, to me, like, I've said it before, I can't watch, like, The Lion King and enjoy it that much because of the singing. Like, I don't like High School Musical. I didn't like any of the Disney animated sing-alongs, like, when we were kids. But for some reason, like, Coco, like the Pixar, Disney sing-along style, fuck, I love Coco. Coco made me cry like a bitch 8 or 10 different times.
Oh.
If I watch a clip of Coco on TikTok, I don't even need the context. I will cry like a bitch. Like, the music is fantastic, and I feel like it's just so much better than like Frozen compared to, you know what I'm saying?
That level
like
of animation, I understand what you mean. I will give Coco that piece, but I think that's a way harder debate for cartoon animation style, because you have Aladdin, you have Phil Collins its entirety of doing
Well, let me ask another question then. Is the music in Coco, I don't know Hispanic music or Mexican songs or whatever, were those original songs or were those famous Mexican songs?
Like maybe one or two, but the rest were like they were written for the movie. Like how most of the Pixar Disney movies are.
Because when you put it like that, it would be hard to compare like the Shrek soundtrack. Like that's one of the greatest soundtracks ever compiled to Coco with the original track. But we were talking animated movies in general then.
Pixar, I'm down. I understand what you mean. Mm-hmm. Pixar, it's like one of the, it'll be like that. I don't think there was anything in like Finding Nemo. And you know what I mean? When I think the shit like that, I don't like they're like Big Hero 6
Cars was great, like the Cars soundtrack, but I'm thinking more like I guess like an original soundtrack, because like the Frozen songs were all original, the Lion King was all original, like Aladdin was, Mulan, like they weren't singing like.
Well, when it comes to like if we're compiling the the whole cartoon Disney universe entirety, I'll put Coco top 10, maybe top 15. But when it comes down to the non-VFX, like how Coco's made, when it comes down to the old school drawn way, I don't think anything breaks the top 10, personally.
For the music?
Yeah. Because like let's like off the top of my head, you have the Aladdin soundtrack, you have Tarzan, you have Treasure Planet.
Interesting.
Those soundtracks, you have.
And you think those soundtracks as a whole are better than COCO, which is like a very music focused movie?
Absolutely.
Do you really?
Because people can go on, you'd be like, God damn, Phil Collins.
Interesting.
Phil Collins can almost single-handedly carry Disney when it comes to the greatest soundtracks, the greatest songs, because, dude, he said he did almost the entire soundtrack of Tarzan. It wasn't like that compiled to other people too. They were like, no, Phil Collins can have like NSYNC as a backup singer, has harmonies, but it's a Phil Collins Tarzan album, bitch.
Right.
Like those are always good. Cinderella, I understand, this, that, and the Cinderella, but like stuff like that was great, and I think they encompassed it a little bit more. Yeah, and then Mulan, obviously, like things of that nature, like those towered households. Like, yeah, Frozen had a little bit of a chokehold, but like,
I mean, if we do this is like, whenever you talk about music, you have to exclude Taylor Swift because she just skews everything. Like, she's just so far number one in every category. Let It Go is by far the most famous Disney song ever. I can't think that anyone would argue that. It has to have 10 billion streams on Spotify and Apple Music each.
Yeah.
Like, that song, you gotta exclude that. Like, Frozen, the soundtrack isn't that good, but that song is the most famous Disney song ever. It's gotta be.
I think it did beat Phil Collins out for like the Tarzan soundtrack. Like, because I'm trying to think of
those are better to me, but like just the kids in the streaming era, like the fans of that, it's so popular compared to the old shit
it
from
went
ours.
Fucking 35 triple platinum, like Baby Shark. You know what I mean? It was over with.
That's interesting though. The only reason I really say that COCO is better musically is like it doesn't pull me out as much. I guess knowing that I'm watching a movie about a kid that wants to be a musician, and then it's like about a dead musician, and I'm like, I know it's gonna be singing. It's not like they start singing about the bare necessities or whatever, I'm like, why are they singing right now? I want to watch a bear and a dude walk through the woods.
Yeah, okay.
So it doesn't pull me out as much, I guess, is why I rate it a little bit higher to me.
I even think people rated it Encanto a little higher than COCO.
Really?
Just because we don't talk about Bruno bullshit that went on.
See, that went really viral. Yeah.
So that's what I mean, essentially.
Yeah, I didn't like that movie nearly as much.
No.
I think as a father, I'm smacking the shit out of grandma if she ever talks to my kid that way. I don't know. I know the culture's different. Hey, I'm smacking her, bro. I don't care about generational trauma. How dare you? Smacking. These hands are rated E for everybody, bro.
Yep.
All right, let me be a hater for another second.
Go ahead.
Do you know the game Hello Neighbor?
I do. I played it a lot with Adam.
You've played it?
Yes.
Excuse me, I'm only one of the motherfuckers that watched Funhouse play it for thousands of hours on YouTube or whatever.
Adam bought it, and he was like, dude, he bought the beta where it first came out, and then he bought the game. We used to get drunk, or we used to get really stoned and play it together after work. It was fine. I didn't really enjoy it that much.
And that's being generous.
Yeah, because I wasn't that big of a gaming fan. Like, I didn't like DayZ. I didn't like I got into forest when we were playing with like more than one. When you're by yourself, I hate the first person bullshit.
Yeah, I don't like
fuck
the forest
Ark,
by
dude.
yourself.
I'm not playing Ark by myself. That can kiss my ass.
Yep, I'm a social gamer except for single player games. And they rarely get me. They rarely hook me.
Dude, it better be like I'll play Fortnite by myself if I need to make content, but I'm playing like NFL Street, or I'm playing Backyard Baseball, or you know what I mean. Like I'll play those.
I've got 1,800 hours in Mount and Blade Bannerlord, but like I bought a PS5 for Spider-Man, and I played it like 20 hours and beat it, and I haven't touched it since. Yep. Yeah, they rarely hook me like that, but yeah. But this movie, there's a Hello Neighbor movie confirmed to be in production. And like a lot of people my age, we watched James and Elise Willems play a lot of fucking Hello Neighbor on the Funhouse channel. I never spent money on that shit because the game was terrible. They were the best part of the game was watching them.
It's like Five Nights at Freddy's. You're just watching Markiplier. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. So to know what the game is when they were playing it, or at least was when they were playing it back then, the fact you don't, and this ties into what we've been saying a lot, you don't need this IP to make this movie.
No.
Because Hello Neighbor is not a strong IP. It was a $15 game, like on Steam. Like it's not
Oh no,
it's not even Lego. It's not even close to Lego Ninjago level, and that doesn't even need a movie.
No,
you know what I'm
however,
saying? Like,
it did go viral. Hello Neighbor did go crazy
in 2014.
No, you're right. Well, also fucking Five Nights at Freddy's went viral, and they made that. And
yeah, but they made like 17 other games since then.
They've
and
made
shit.
3 Hello Neighbors. Did I?
And I didn't know that, and I would
no,
though.
Like, am I saying that like I was a fan, or it's like no, it's just saying like, oh, dude, they made a 3rd one as I'm looking at the Xbox Game Pass. You know what I mean?
That's crazy. I actually did not know that. That
Yeah.
blows me away.
Yeah, the new one just came out in like January, because the 2nd one came out 2023, I feel like, or something like recent, some shit like that. But
That's crazy.
yeah.
I did not know that. I don't think like. I guess to get the movie made, you probably needed to tie an IP to get the funding to make the fucking movie at this point. With how streaming services and studios greenlight movies is bullshit.
Yeah.
They probably actually did have to have an IP like this attached to get this movie made.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's not a draw to people to watch this movie. Like, people aren't going to see Hello Neighbor and want to watch this movie because they played the game. Like, you could have made a like creepy horror, like,
well, they already did Don't Breathe.
Right, you could make this same movie without the Hello Neighbor like tag on it. I don't know what this does for you, like, positively, other than I guess get a studio to make it.
No, isn't it? They're gonna make their own horror video game universe. They're gonna tie it into Five Nights at Freddy's somehow.
Maybe, dude.
There'll be some crazy shit like that. I have zero hope for this movie.
I don't think it'll ever even get made.
No,
I don't think it'll get off the ground.
I think we'll get the God of War series before we get this shit. And that was already been delayed 3 times. You know what I mean? So it's just like,
dude, they started from scratch
again.
Yeah,
You know, so it's just like fuck. Okay. You know, also, speaking of things that aren't going to get fucking made, to be perfectly honest with you, I didn't think Halo deserved a series, and I'm glad it was canceled.
Did not.
But Mass Effect TV series is coming, apparently. Why?
Yeah, let me see.
When was the last time they made a Mass Effect game? That was great in Xbox 360 when Gears of War was one of the most popular games of all time.
No, it's not true. They made Mass Effect Andromeda, and it was really terrible. Like, they tried some new, if I remember right, they tried some new engine to do the facial technology, and like the character creation, you could create horrific monsters of people. Like, you could just make like their lips touch their eyebrows and shit. If I remember right, like, you could really
uncanny.
It was some really fucked up shit. It just looked awful. So I want to say like 2019, 2020 maybe.
Oh my god.
It's not been that long, but it's definitely like doesn't need to be made. Fast and Furious 9 riders don't need to be the ones doing it.
No.
That's all I've got to say about it.
No, not in the slightest.
Oh shit.
Because here's the thing. Have you played a Mass Effect game?
I don't think so.
It is Alien and Doom put together.
Yeah, okay.
So it's just Doom and Alien
Yeah.
put together. Why? And you said, you know who we should get, dude? Fast 9. Those
9.
dudes,
They know how to do it.
they know how to do it. They brought they got a helicarrier taking Jacob Toretto's car off a cliff onto another one. You know what I mean? It's that simple. He does this.
Oh shit.
Oh my goodness, dude, it's gonna be fine. You know, it's gonna be great though.
What's up?
Fallout Season 2.
Yeah.
You know why? Because Macauley
Tell me,
Caulkin has
bro.
officially been cast, dude. I'm down.
I'm so proud of him, man.
Yeah, I'm so excited. Kieran Culkin is just killing it in Succession, like
Yeah.
doing his thing. I love it. He's in a movie coming out with Jesse Eisenberg.
Yeah, I've been seeing it promoted.
Yeah, dude, I'm thoroughly excited. Good for him.
Yeah, I'm excited for him. One thing that trips me out about him,
Yes.
he is just the epitome of you don't expect that voice to come out of that mouth. Have you ever heard his speaking voice?
Yes, dude.
It's surprising. I don't know. Not like hater shit, but I'm
No.
like, it's just one of those when he starts speaking, you're like,
whoa,
what the
hell?
Yeah, it's
Yep.
like, damn.
Without
Didn't
a
expect
doubt.
it to sound like that.
Oh yeah, I cannot wait for Season 2. It's gonna be great, without a doubt. Now, for those that don't know, Pokemon loves to shut down anything fun. And there was this game that came out called Palworld. If you don't know, it was like these knockoff Pokemon that could hold like AK-47s.
It's a ripoff, straight ripoff of like art and sprites and shit in a lot of cases.
Well, it's like, that's what I said. It's a knockoff.
No, it's a ripoff. Like,
Okay.
in the same way. Hold on, let me tie it in. Hartford school logo. Would you say that was a knockoff of Oregon State's or a ripoff of Oregon State's? And be honest, the colors were changed.
Oh no, that's 100%. I consider them the same thing. I didn't
A
know
ripoff.
I didn't know they were different in theory.
I think
I think of a bootleg and knockoff and ripoff are the same thing.
I think knockoff would be like Gatorade to Prime, and ripoff is like, you know what I'm saying? Like ripoff's like Nintendo to Palworld or Pokemon to Palworld.
I see what you're saying. Without a doubt. Okay, I respect that.
Because they didn't like try to imitate Pokemon. Like they took like legitimate straight artwork from Pokemon files.
Yeah.
And shit, and like recolored it a lot of times and just straight used it and changed the name and shit. But
it was a big lawsuit. People were like, "Damn, this thing's gonna get shut down forever. It's gonna be a while." Blah, blah blah. You mind telling me what that lawsuit led to? How much?
Yeah, I don't know how, but it just added up to $65,000 total. Like
that's opening day for them.
Yeah,
pussy.
It said the Nintendo and the Pokemon Company, they're separate entities. They said they want 5 million yen each. And then that's it. And that adds up to 65K total. Like, we thought they were going to execute the Palworld creators, like, on national TV
television,
or
dude.
something.
And they were just like, nah, dude, we need 65
Give us chump
racks.
change. Like, they make 65K in...
microtransactions,
yeah, that's what I'm trying
dude,
to think
literally.
of. What the fuck? They'd make that in a minute.
They made that first day. Like, the first, 7 hours, if that, of just microtransactions. Who knows? Oh, dude, that's insane. Genuinely.
We talked earlier about the passing of Tony Todd and Elwood Edwards, but there was another sad thing we forgot to talk about.
Oh my goodness!
You told me that Raygun officially announced her retirement from professional breakdancing.
If you don't know who that is, ladies and gentlemen, they have shocked the nation with their dance moves in the U.S. Olympics for the Australian team. You have seen them everywhere, but they have officially announced their retirement.
Yeah,
shortly after they went on YouTube and went everywhere for social media, and they did a beat Raygun dance challenge. And if you won, you got like 50K or like 15K.
You're not White Mamba.
And that was like a week and a half ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, where that was announced. And now all of a sudden it's Raygun's retiring. I wonder how fast.
She's like, Jordan, destroy the tapes.
Dude, it's that simple.
Fuck.
Our hearts go out to anyone who had to watch that during the Olympics.
Let me just say, Incredibles 1 is one of my favorite animated movies ever. One of my favorite superhero projects ever.
Yes.
And let me say, it is a fantastic, fully contained one movie story. And now I know Incredibles 2 made like $1.3 billion at the box office, so Incredibles 3 was inevitable.
Facts.
But let me say, I don't need Incredibles 3, just like I didn't need Incredibles 2.
Oh, without a doubt.
I don't want this. I don't like that the script is being written. I think Incredibles 1 was a perfect fucking movie and did not need to be continued in any way.
The fans thought differently because it literally ended on them ending the track meet, and this guy, Mole Man, comes out and he's like, I am the Underminer, and it ends on that. And so the sequel takes off literally of that.
Yeah, but I just don't, you don't need it.
No.
The second one was just so much different in so many of the key ways than number one was. Like,
yeah,
it was,
without a doubt.
I don't know, dude. The tone was just different. The fucking world felt different. Like, it was just... One was so good. I don't need 3. I'm good. You know,
I respect that.
I'm good on it.
I respect that essay. I can get down with what you're stepping in. Now,
thanks, bro.
You had brought this to my attention a couple episodes ago. All right, man. You brought this to my attention. If it's one thing you enjoy, is Tim Robinson.
He is so funny, dude. I can't explain why he's funny, but he's funny, man.
And he it was greenlit a show, right? Was it on Netflix?
It is HBO.
HBO, a conspiracy theory show, or a TV show about him working at a chair company where he finds out a gigantic conspiracy.
Yeah. So it's the tagline is the series follows a man who finds himself investigating a far-reaching conspiracy after an embarrassing incident at work. So he's gonna have some crazy shit happen, and then do some Tim Robinson things. But it almost
feels like a skit.
It almost feels, I don't know, less how do I say it, more of a drama than his previous projects, because it's HBO. Like,
yeah, I feel like they're doing a Tim Robinson version of Severance.
Yeah, maybe so. Like, this is the only screen cap, right? So, like, of course, it's gonna be goofy. Like, that's not that serious.
That looks so great.
But I don't know. It feels, the tagline feels a tiny bit more serious than like You Should Leave or whatever that show was. Or Detroiters. Like, that was just the most absurd show I've ever watched in my life. You know, I think it's gonna be at least a little more serious than those.
I'm so happy.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, dang it, dude.
I think that's all I have, my friend.
It is indeed for myself as well. Ladies and gentlemen, those have been our topics for the day. Thank you so much for being here. We truly appreciate you being here so much. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone that's watching this. I know it's another week from now, but it does not matter to us. Please drink plenty of water, be safe, and we will see you guys next time.
Hey, what happened? Why are those squiggles on the screen?
Those are called end credits, Patrick.
End credits? But I don't want it to end!